Here at Gamot's Homestead, we are upgrading a 2014 Keystone Outback that we have purchased, and it's in need of some tender loving care. That being said, we watch an awful lot of, and as we've never been campers before, we're going through and watching a lot of videos from Thanks Hanks, as well as Enjoy the Journey and a few others out there. And we've come across this RV airflow system. It looked very fascinating and interesting, but I figured, let me try something different. I'm watching everybody just put these things in, and off they go, and that's great. That's great. But on a budget, you try to, on a homestead and a budget, you try to cut back corners as best you can. So the question came up, if I put the silver tape in there and seal up all the ductwork areas that are leaking air in inappropriate places, do I really need the RV airflow? Is it going to really make that big of a difference? And if it's not, then why would I want to spend the money on it? So I contacted RV Airflow and shared with Art Miller, Mr. Miller up there, on my hypotheses. And what I would like to do is just evaluate this thing and see if it's any good. And he thought that was a pretty good idea. So he said, well, let me send you one of these things, test it out, and let me know what you think. Well, we did. And this is the result of that. And I'm not going to give up the end. If you want, please follow this all the way to the end. And we've got some results back there that you may find interesting. This is one of the few new videos that we're just coming out with, hoping to do a lot more. We're still learning. It's a learning curve, quite a learning curve, especially for an old buzzard like myself. But please stick with us and sign up or subscribe, and go ahead and ring the bell and all that stuff if you would, please. And we'd love to have you on board with us. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you. We're about to open the airflow system box and check all the items out that's inside of it. This is the model number for our RV airflow system that we're using on our Keystone Outback 2014. First thing you see when you look inside the box is your RV flow measuring tape and instructions on how to measure to make sure that you've got the right one. The next item in the package is the instruction sheet. This one's for the Coleman, and this is all the instructions on how to assemble this parts list. The actual device, as you can see, has a seal across the top, an opening on the side here for blowing into the vent. It's arched like so that the air will flow in, and yet it will not be able to allow the cold air to go anywhere except through your vent. Here are what I call the intake ports and supports for each of the sides. They fit right into the vent itself, and it seals up here like so. But you get a good seal. It also contains two foam rubber pieces that are used for making a seal to make sure that you get an excellent seal in there. They have even thought to give you the silver tape to help seal it as well, although we have extra here at the house. After opening the box and checking out all the material, make sure everything is there, we're going to be taking our vent here off and looking inside, and I'll show you what we have done on the inside prior to this item coming in to us. Now, bear in mind that we do have to be clear that we did not buy this system. We contacted them and they have sent it to us to evaluate. So we will give you the good, the bad, or whatever it comes out to, and all the measurements that we have taken. This is with the vent screen off. This is the discharge side of the air conditioning unit, and as you can see, here are the ports on the side. This, of course, would be the top, and we have a second port on the opposite side. If we spin around this way here, you can see right through there. Now, what we're going to have to do is to remove this framework, this bar that runs in between here. This is the intake side, and that's the pressurized side with the cold air coming out, the warm air coming in. So we just have to put this other device inside there, and we're about to do that. On the graph, the blue lines indicate prior to putting the airflow system in, and the green lines are the ones after. Every one of them have increased with the following exception, and that would be the main AC unit. The main AC unit, we had opened it up with all the vents going in for taking in air, reducing the pressure coming in, but increasing the volume. From the first sound test to the second sound test, there was a decrease by 2 decibels. It may not sound like much, but it sure sounds different in the camper. Last but not least, I'd like to share with you that in reference to the design, it is absolutely excellent. The material it's made from is sturdy and well built, well thought out, and fits very easily. It's real easy to, the documentation material is very easy to read, and as far as customer service comes into play, Art and Catherine do a fantastic job. They answer the phone, they're very cheerful, very helpful, and they go out of their way to help you to get this to work for you. So please give them a call, and you may want to try to purchase one of these. The option is yours, but we love it. We absolutely love it.